Hey, what's up, everybody? Andrew from Fantasy 8 here, and we're going to do an offensive evaluation for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading off, of course, we got Starling Marte, who was limited because of his PED suspension last year, but he played very well. He stole 21 bases in only 77 games, batting .275. He should be considered an elite stolen base target, and even with the time missed last year, you're not going to get a discount on him. He's going into his age 29 season. He may never be a 20 home run guy, but if you get 15 home runs and 40 to 50 steals in a game where steals are really scarce, Starling Marte is a super valuable outfielder. Josh Harrison had the best fantasy career of his career last season. He had 16 bombs and stole 12 bases in only 128 games. I was pretty surprised about the power. The stolen bases were not out of the blue. He's stolen more than 10 bags in the last 4 years. The power, however, was a shock. If you add up 2015 and 2016, he had 8 home runs combined between the 2 years. So he doubled that in 1 year by hitting 16 bombs last year. If he can hit 10 to 15 home runs a year, it gives a big jump in his fantasy relevancy, especially with the eligibility. Batting third, Andrew McCutchen. He had a strong first half. He batted .294 with 17 bombs. His second half was not as great, but it was pretty okay with a .264 average with 11 bombs. He is on the wrong side of 30. They've been calling for his demise for a while, but he's still been very decent. I don't think McCutchen's done yet, and he should be able to be getting at a spot well worth drafting, just because the name kind of associates, people aren't as high on him as they used to be. But he doesn't steal bases anymore, and he won't steal bases, but he's still a very, very solid outfielder. Josh Bell may have won Rookie of the Year if Cody Bellinger hadn't had the season he had. He had a very good season, but he's still a mystery to me. He profiled as a contact hitter with good OBP skills in the minors, but he came out of the gate swinging, batting 16 home runs with a .239 average in the first half. He became more well-rounded in the second half. He hit 10 home runs with a .270s average. If the power is legit and he can show the plate discipline he had in the minors, he could become a fantasy mainstay for years to come. I'm really excited about Josh Bell. Gregory Polanco, what is there to say about him? He had a horrific year last year, hampered a lot by injuries. But what can I say? I am a sucker for upside, and that's all Gregory Polanco has left. He had a 22 home run campaign in 2016, but only managed to hit 11 last year in his injury-plagued year. His stolen bases fell below 10. He only had 9 stolen bases last year, and his slugging fell over .50 points. He should be able to be had at a major injury discount this year, but if he's not at a discount, I would avoid drafting him. But if you can get him at a decent price, I would try to buy a bounce-back season, He's going to be 26 years old going into 2018, and if he can put all that upside together, he's a fantasy star. The question is, will he put that all together? Number 6 is David Freese, and, Freese is at another typical Freese year. He had 10 home runs, got around 50 RBIs, and he's not worth much outside of the deepest leagues. Number 7, Francisco Cervelli, and this guy is a guy who could serve as a decent catcher if you wait on catcher until the very last rounds. He has proven he can hit for average in the past, so maybe if you wait until the last rounds for catching, just pick him up. Injuries did hamper him to only 81 games last year, but if he can stay healthy, I think he'll stay relevant just because of the batting average and how shallow catcher is. And then Jordy Morser, who hit 14 home runs last year, but that's about it. He's not fantasy relevant at all. So that is the projected lineup and the fantasy analysis for the Pittsburgh Pirates. For Fantasy Aid, I'm Andrew, and thanks for watching.